Hi guys, so thank you all for 700 subscribers. So I'm gonna read a Marvel feature number one. So this is the first appearance of the Defenders. So this is it, the awesome origin of the Defenders, the most fabulous fighting team of all. Now about the Defenders. They made a Defenders TV show, but none of the members, the three initial members of the Defenders were Hulk, Namor, and Doctor Strange. But they made a live action TV show, and none of them were there. It was like Daredevil, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. But yeah, so I would like the actual Defenders to get like a proper adaptation one day. That would be pretty good. And then there's another story, Doctor Strange story, Return of Doctor Strange. And there shall come a day like no other, the day of the Defenders. He's back. Doctor Strange, mighty master of the mystic arts, has returned. Yet can he even hold together the Submariner and the rampaging Hulk long enough to save a world in peril? Start reading Spellbound 1. A Walk into Wonderment with Stan Lee, editor, Roy Thomas, writer, Ross Andru, artist, Bill Everett, inker, and Sam Rosen, letterer. The start of a star-studded new series. For long months it stood empty, this dark, fabled old house on a shadowy back street in Greenwich Village, with spiders its sole tenants, sad-winged bats its only visitors. But now there is life and amid the shadows once more. Now there is. Doctor Strange, I brought you tea as you ordered. Still it grows late, master. The church clock strikes midnight. Yes, the witching hour. And yet, Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange. Hey, why did you call me my name again, Wong, when you were right here beside me? Again, master, I didn't. I merely... Come, Doctor Strange. Come, come, come. And once more it calls. Do you not hear it? I hear the 12th chiming of the clock, master. That is all. Then there can only be one answer. Leave me now, fateful one, and admit no one till I summon you anew. Yes, master. It can only be a mystic call, meant for my ears alone, and it shall heed its siren call, or rather my astral body shall. A thousand questions tumble madly through my brain, but foremost of all, how did anyone learn that I had returned to my village abode, and to my life as a sorcerer? It was a decision made for me, and mere days ago at that. So see the Doctor Strange feature later in this self-same issue, Stan and Roy. So I guess Doctor Strange retired for a bit, now he's back out of retirement. So come, come. Well, I'll know soon enough. The ethereal emanations grow even stronger. By the Hoss of Hoggoth! Is that where the voices come from? From that hospital? Come, come, come. I see our patient is still conscious, but he hasn't spoken, you say? Not even tried to speak. And yet he seems so alert, so intense. I'd almost swear he was speaking to someone far away. The Vishanti preserve me. I know that man. He is Yandroth, the evil scientist I once battled amid worlds beyond. But what's that they're saying? Hit by a truck. Odd. Yes, and he's dying. I leveled with him. Something wouldn't let me keep it from him. But why does he seem to smile when he told him he wouldn't survive the night? Come, let him rest. A man has a right to die in peace. In peace. Did you hear that, my dear Doctor Strange? If those bumbling fools only suspected the circumstances under which I intend to die, they would tremble where they stand. Yandroth, then you can speak after all. But how can you see my astral form, when those others... You confuse this Yandroth with another friend. The Yandroth you recall no longer exists. I remember him. It was he. I was he. He who led you on a merry chase through numberless universes. and who at last seemed doomed to fall forever through a world that never was. But I stopped falling eventually, found myself amid a cosmos totally alien to my science-trained senses, a world where Euclid had never trod, and Einstein was a deluded child. It's unbelievable. I never dreamed such a place could exist. I can feel its energy, its essence, flowing into my mind, my very being. At last I was able to return to this earth, never mind how, and I brought with me a secret beyond all secrets, a knowledge beyond all knowledge. Once I called myself the Scientist Supreme. What a laugh! It took science and magic to build this ultimate machine. It wears this be all and end all of devices, this Omegatron. It wears my face. For once and only once it shall speak my name, and that will be the last sound the world shall ever hear. The voice is strained now, laced with coughing and short breaths, as it rasps on. Don't you want to hear what I did, Strange? Or have you guessed? The Omegatron will be automatically activated by my death. The death I planned. It can protect itself with weapons, even with hallucinations, and precisely 5 hours after it is activated, it will explode every nuclear stockpile on Earth. Every man wants the world to end when he dies, but only I shall fulfill that dream. Only I. The strength of Magnus has left him. He's lapsed into a coma. I know the signs. He will doubtlessly never awaken from it. Yet he must be saved. He must. And since he is beyond the reach of magic, white or black, I must summon all the little power that resides within this astral shell to press these worthies into my service. In the name of the omnipotent Ashtur, he who holds the swirls and sway, I command ye to return and strive to save the many lives through this one. They obey as in a trance, but still my heart broods with me. If only I went down there beside them. Vain hope that. What could Stephen Strange do, a surgeon whose skill has fled his hands forever? No, if Yandroth can be saved, it is not they who must do it, not I. And yet the odds are all against them, overwhelmingly against them. Wait, what are they saying? Keep the scalpel, nurse. The man's dead. Pity he died so far from home, from his loved ones. Only identification he had was a mailing address at Point Promontory, Maine. Then, that is my one hope. Most men would give way, now to the despair which gnaws at a benumbed soul. But the price of vigilance is the surrender of time. Time for regret. Time for tears. What I next must do would tax my astral form beyond its limits. Thus body and spirit must again be one. And now with furrowed brow the mystic master ventures forth anew, oblivious to the struggling few who may dimly perceive him in the wee dark hours of morn. Northward he drifts, his cloak of levitation bearing him above the rock-bound shores of New England. And to the naked eye he must appear a man in a dream, his mind's vision fixed on some awesome inner goal. Ah, but the beauty of the reality of the matter is far, far different. There is the one I seek. Actually, I gave him the same voice. Well, okay. Prince Namor, the Submariner. I suspect that magic alone will not overcome Yandroth's doomsday device. But with one such as this to aid me. Greetings, Namor. Doctor Strange. I waste no words, my friend. We met but briefly before, in the pages of Submariner number 22. Yet I learned respect for your sea-born strength and your princely courage. I sensed your nearness and sought you out, because tonight I have need of both. I shall be frank with you as you, sorcerer. It joys my heart to see you free of the clutches of the evil Undying Ones. Still, I am Prince of Atlantis no more, merely a man in search of a lost father, a vanished heritage. Nor shall I find either, if I allow old ties to sway me from my quest. Neither shall you find what you seek, Namor, if atomic fires light the skies before the sun may. What? If you speak the truth, then say on. Then when Doctor Strange is swiftly finished, your tale is too uncanny, too frightening to be false. I shall help you, and there are others whose vast powers complement my own, and who once were my allies in peril. I speak of the mighty muscled Hulk, and of the one they called the Silver Surfer. Will advise, Namor, if they be close at hand. First let the eye of Agamotto reveal unto us the Surfer. Ah, now I behold him, skimming along the outer reaches of Earth's gravity, and now he seems to gather speed, for some purpose I cannot fathom. Disaster! His gleaming surfboard has struck some all but invisible barrier, and he falls earthward like a wounded osprey. Happily, I can sense he is not badly hurt, yet he'll not recover in time to help us, or our threatened planet. Then such time grows short, and the immortal since time grows short, and the immortal Thor is doubtlessly battling menaces on worlds beyond our ken, there is but one with power enough to help us. In truth, there is only the Hulk. Your skill sends shivers up my spine, mage. The monster seems near enough to touch, hateful enough to strike. Not quite that near, Namor, but praise be to the Vishanti. Near enough for my astral body to ferret him out. No magical cloak is needed this time, as intervening miles are swiftly bridged and...
Huh? Who there? Someone is watching Hulk. Hulk can feel it.
Humans can neither see nor hear me in my humans can neither see or nor hear me in my astral state. But if only I can summon up enough power to... Ha! And so it begins. Thwoop!
Something pushed Hulk, tried to make Hulk look stupid. But Hulk will find that someone and smash him.
Ah, brainless one. If only you knew how I wish you could see me.
It's you who's brainless, not Hulk! Not Hulk!
Vipers of Voltor, I dare not hope for this. Something in the Hulk's warped nature enables him to see and hear my astral self.
You call Hulk brainless? Warped? Won't leave Hulk alone. Then Hulk will make you... Huh?
You see, Hulk? You can do nothing to hurt a man who isn't here. Boom! But now I grow bored with your bestial mutterings, your snarled idiocies. Now I am leaving, nor must you dare to follow me.
Not follow you? No one tells Hulk what to do. Hulk is strong, the strongest there is. Hulk will follow you, hound you, until one of us gets tired, and Hulk never gets tired.
Thud, thud, thud. He's even more powerful than I remembered. If only I can keep his attention from flagging long enough. Leaping, lumbering, the chase continues until, by the silent Sargasso, the Hulk draws near, as if pursuing a phantom. But Doctor Strange has sat here all this time.
So now there are two of the one I chased. Well, soon there will be none.
Namor, if you fail me now...
Stop, Hulk! Namor said stop!
Thanks for deflecting that stone, Atlantean. And now...
Lightning! I have nowhere around Hulk!
Will you cease your struggles, monster, and listen to us?
Hulk will stop. Hulk will listen. But just for a minute.
Then lightning be gone. For that is all I ask. Hulk, you walked with Namor once and before, and he found you many foes to fight. This time he and I vow you will find glories in plenty battle, if you come with us. Well, what say you?
Hulk doesn't see much glory in fighting. He just wants people not to bother him. But if you want to be Hulk's friend, Hulk will go with you.
Then, a friend is what I shall be, Behemoth. A friend to you, and to Earth. Point Promontory, where people yet treasure the sweet, still gift of solitude, and where a soul strangely garbed visitor might be ill-received in the lonely hour just before dawn. If he had not yet the sorcerer's skill to cast an eerie spell upon the whole, so that naught is seen besides. "Aye, what can I do for ye, son?" "I'm looking for the new building that went up here near here recently. I've business there, but I seem to have lost my way." Why, Ezra, he must be talking about the lighthouse." "Not myself. That's around these new around these parts. The body find that right off the dirt road 3 miles yonder, if he was looking." "My thanks to you both." "Such a mannerly young man, not like some these days." "You're right, Sari. Still, for a minute there I could have sworn he was wearing an uppery cape. Eyes going black on me, I reckon." Point Promontory, where surging waters pound the rocky New England shore, and the fate of worlds is lit by arcs of stabbing light. "Can any doubt that this is the place we seek? Nay, for never was there such a lighthouse on any of the 7 seas."
"Hulk doesn't understand. If enemies are there, let's go in after them."
"That may be more difficult than it appears, Behemoth. Do you see? A bubble of invisible energy shields the place, as surely as that electrified fence. But my magic may be more effective, once those defenses were smashed. You two must destroy them for me."
"Ha! Smash! Destroy! Now you speak words even Hulk knows."
"While Namor knows, Doctor Strange, that he is no man's lackey, to be told what he shall do, what he must do. I'm sorry, Atlantean, I didn't mean—" "There is no time to waste on words. I shall strike from the sea, for a world unperilled, and then I'll do your bidding no longer. Nor would I ask more of you. Now, Hulk."
"Let Namor swim around to the back like a fish. This is the Hulk's way, the front way." "So, someone built that fence to shock the Hulk, did they? To keep Hulk out? Zzz! Well, Hulk is too smart for them. Now nothing will stop Hulk from... Huh? Acid hurting Hulk's foot. Now Hulk is mad. Now they will pay!"
And suddenly, whoosh! A wall of searing fire erupts in the Green Giant's path. Mammoth flamethrowers, whose deadly tongues dart murderously out, threatening to engulf even the mighty muscled Hulk. While below, this is almost too simple. Yet these ice-chill waters have restored my full power, my confidence, and armed with the sea-begotten strength which is my heritage, there is no trap I dare not defy. Vroom! And yet, perhaps that metal door was the only... Ha! I spoke too soon. Now the very walls close in, to crush me. But these walls were made for lesser fish.
Not for Namor!
And on another level...
Fire getting lower, all the time. But this time they got too low. Now whoever you are, Hulk is coming for you. Do you hear? Hulk is coming for you.
While on the third front of this fateful battle, the moment has come, the moment when I must call upon all the powers that be, to give my astral body the strength to pierce that bulwark of metal and magic, and see what lies beyond. I call for aid upon the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, the darksome demons of Danak, upon the name of the omnipotent Ashtur, even upon the supreme Satanish himself. The gods of the abyss have heard my prayer. Praised be their nameless names. And there is the Omegatron.
Welcome, mage. I have eagerly awaited your arrival.
What?
You seem startled by the fact that I can think and speak like unto a human. Be not so. Rather save your grasps, your arcane epithets, for a more significant pronouncement. For instance, the fact that it is you yourself who have irrevocably doomed of all mankind.
But I do not understand.
Nor were you meant to do so. Do you think it was a simple thing to harness the power to rend a world? Nay, but when the 2 titans without had smashed their way into this chamber, when they both strike simultaneously upon the sensitive surfaces of the Omegatron, at that moment I speak my Maker's name and loose nuclear cataclysm upon a planet.
Then Yandroth planned to use me to gather the raw power you need to destroy the Earth?
Planned? Nay, did use you, mage, for look behind you.
The Hulk, shattering the inner wall. Then the moment of doom is at hand, for Namor draws near from the nether direction, and in my astral form I could have never stopped them. But perhaps there is a chance for us now that the Hulk has smashed through the wall, if I can reach my corporeal self in time. Hulk! Namor, halt! You must not attack the Omegatron!
What? You brought us here to fight Machine. Now you tell us to stop? Doesn't sound right to Hulk. Somehow.
Hold! Doctor Strange warned us of the Omegatron's power to cause hallucinations. It is an image we see, not the wizard himself.
Then, like he is an enemy, just like Machine.
Aye, and if he is one that cannot be touched, then, in the name of eternal Vishanti, touch me not!
Huh? Something in the way. Something that stops Hulk's fist.
Yes, but my psycho shield will not long protect me. And when I fall, so does the world. Nothing can save us now but the mystic eye of Agamotto, streaking from my amulet, striking first the Hulk's bestial brain, then the proud forehead of Namor.
Huh? Monster? Snarling at Hulk?
Making each of them to see the other as he is not. Lyra! A moment of silence, or distraught silence. Then, like flailing green pistons, the Hulk's mighty arms reach out for the man-monstrous form before him. Even as with a vengeful snarl, Namor leaps for the throat of one he thinks did slay his beloved Dorma. You have done well, but now return to me, O mystic orb. I have need of you in this hour of peril.
A clever but desperate ploy, sorcerer. Yet even the very vibrations of such a clash of titans will soon feed my circuits, the power they need to detonate those atomic piles. With each blow the moment draws nearer, ever nearer.
But it shall never come. I sense you cannot be destroyed. Too potent is the mixture of science and sorcery that birthed you. Yet there is another way to forestall that moment of doom.
There is no way. 5 seconds more, 10 at most, and then...
5 seconds is more than enough. List ye powers that rule the fourth dimension. Rise, your scepters herald time's suspension. Save this world, this jewel, this blessed terror. Let each moment's flight become an era. So it is done. Time now passes far, far more slowly for the Omegatron than for the rest of us.
Huh? What happened to the monster?
And you are not the hated Lyra. Doctor Strange, tell us what has transpired here this night. And as the Master Mage concludes his chilling tale, thus, Earth now has countless years to live.
Too confusing for Hulk. Hulk will go now. Someplace he can be alone.
Aye, it is best that we part, for we all but caused the Earth's destruction, while we sought to be its valiant defenders. Defenders, a fitting name for such a grouping as we, if ever we need to meet again.
Hulk never wants to get together again. Never. Hulk was in a group once, called Avengers. Didn't like it.
Then he is alone. A mystic pass is made, and blockhouse contours seem to fade like phantoms. For the doom of a world could be sealed by one who guessed the secret lying within, but who would deign to tread the doubtlessly dusty floor of a long dark lighthouse somewhere on the coast of Maine. Next issue, a Marvel feature, the Defenders return, but so does the dread Dormammu. And Doctor Strange, master of the mystic arts. We promised you earlier in this same issue, and here it is. The awesome tale, merely hinted at in the preceding Defender's origin, of how and why Marvel's magical master took up once more the cloak of white magic, of that fateful night when he donned anew the mantle of the cosmic responsibility, and clandestine peril. This, then, is the legendary long-untold epic we choose simply to call The Return The time is a night, not many weeks ago. A man walks alone the shadowed streets of New York's Greenwich Village, and he remembers when he was more than a man. My new apartment is dozens of blocks from here, a different neighborhood, a different world. Why then do I find myself walking here, down this street lighted only by memories of a life I sworn to forget? So Stan Lee, editor; Roy Thomas, writer; Don Heck, artist; Frank Giacioe or something like inker; Sam Rosen, letterer. Mystic Marvel proudly presents the glorious rebirth of one of its most unique, most honored series. So I guess the ones in Strange Tales, the Doctor Strange and Strange Tales, had been cancelled at that point, but then they brought it back. Yet how can I forget that life is a master of mystic arts? The times I stood alone between this jeweled earth and forces from outside. How can I forget it, when these hands, which once were surgeons' hands, now can do no more than turn the pages of dust-laden medical texts? Still I was content to be a consultant to some of New York's finest physicians. At least that's what I always told myself. Till chance let me here once more, to my old haunts. Or was it merely chance? There stands the house, just as if I had never left. By the moons of Manipur, have I gone mad? How could I fail to realize, even for a moment, that it should not look like this? My final command to Fateful Wong was that he board up the house after I retired, which he did in the pages of Hulk number 126, Stan. For there are secrets locked within, which a scoffing world must never learn. I have not seen Wong since. Could something have happened to him? Something to prevent his obeying of my last instructions? There is only one way to find out, so... What? The door it's not even locked. Odd. There's no dust on anything. No air of disuse. It's almost as if I had never left. But I did. And if I hadn't forsworn my sorceress powers, I'm betting I'd sense an aura about this place right now. An aura of silent, lurking evil. What's that sound? From the room beyond. Wong? I most humbly apologize, sir, but my master is busy at this time, and cannot be. Eh? What mad lotus dream is this? You can ask me that, Wong, if you truly are Wong, which I doubt. You seek to confuse me, but it is you who are the impostor here, not I. Tell me who you are, before I summon Doctor Strange. Before you... Are you out of your mind, man? I am Stephen Strange, or at least I was. My name is Stephen Sanders now, but Master, come quickly! His mind reeling, his thoughts a whirling dervish of nameless dread. The dark-clad intruder strides into still another chamber, and into a spine-chilling mystery. Who in heaven and name are you? How dare you usurp my clothing, even my cloak and amulet? I am not surprised that you do not know me, interloper. Few there are who have never ever seen Doctor Strange. Don't try to fool me with words, as you obviously did with Wong. I don't know who you are beneath that mask, or what your scheme may be, but... Scheme? I have no scheme. I simply am who I say I am. And so you seem, Master, for I've seen you perform feats of magic, and yet that one's face. A clever disguise, nothing more. If he's the true Doctor Strange, let him prove it with a spell. Whoever you are, you've done your homework well, it seems. You doubtless know that I have renounced my former powers. Only new consecration, days of dedication, could restore them to me. Enough! I've no more time to waste on you. A simple mystical pass will render you insensate, until I can dispose of you. It would have, if it had struck me, but it didn't. You poor, pitiable wretch. Have you truly deceived yourself? I was merely toying with you then, but now... Now, Pretender, is the moment of ultimate truth,
The moment was I must strike. Must cover his face, the eyes, that amulet before he can... Fool, do you still delude yourself that I am a charlatan? Then by the mystic moons of Manipur I shall end these self-delusions, for once and for always. Whoever that masked devil is, he's no charlatan. It's as if my evil side had become incarnate, taken over my former identity, and vowed to destroy all signs of its alter ego. One final chance, villain. Do you renounce your suspicious claim, or... Please, master, he is but a buffoon, the product of his own sick mind. Yes, you are right, faithful Wong. It ill behooves a mammoth to take pains to squash an insect. He is not worth my time and trouble, so I'll squander no more on him. Let that spell which held the lowly one aloft grow dim, and then begone! He's still out to kill me. If I hadn't managed that flip, the fall might have broken my neck. But what if I'm wrong? What if he is the real Doctor Strange, and I merely a madman? Every shred of evidence points towards that end, but... No, it was I who was once the master of this house, and I must flee till I learn the way to become so again. Far too late, far too slow. Stop in my wondrous cape. My former cloak of levitation. 1,000 times has it borne me aloft, on 1,000 perilous quests. Now the usurper uses it against me, as I oft have hurled it against others, and there is no defense against its coiled embrace. None! How easily now I could dispose of you forever, with a single eldritch command. But you have aroused my curiosity. Thus I shall deal with you later, at my leisure, and until that destined hour you shall sleep, as one who is dead. And now, Wong, there are matters of greater importance before me. For instance, the repast which you have so doubtlessly prepared. Dinner is nearly ready, master. Sleep. Yet even so, the mind of this man is never idle, as with a grim though unconscious effort it reaches out, and from out of time and space indeed, where the sole source whence aid and succour might be sought. Greetings, Stephen Saunders. You have called the Ancient One, and I have journeyed here from the mountains lost in the midst. But I forget you cannot speak, merely witnessing to the words of this humble one. It grieved me that you forswore your mystic heritage. Yet, because it was your wish, I did not to dissuade you. Now, you would don those powers like a gauntlet once more, to defeat a mysterious foeman. Mystic mastery must not be so lightly treaded. I can restore your powers to you, without need of lengthy meditation, of fasting and prayer, but once assumed anew, they can never more be discarded. Do you understand, ye whom I once called my son? I read your thoughts from amid a mind of torment, and know your answer is yes. Then arise and be the master of the mystic arts once more and forever. Ethereal vibrations coming from the yonder chamber. If it is what I think, what I fear. Too late! Yes, impostor. Too late to attack my aged mentor. Too late to prevent his freeing me from your loathsome spell. Too late to do anything except be on your guard, and face the pent-up wrath of one whom you had most grievously wronged. Bubbling swine, it will take but one mystic pass to... What? You have parried my psychic thrusts, as if it was but a feeble sword thrust. It is scarcely more deceiver to me, for this no longer is a powerless Stephen Saunders, whom you now face. This is Doctor Strange, to whom magic is the breath of life itself. But since you have once bested me with a feat of levitation, it is only fair that I leave my astral shell behind, while I vanquish you in the self-same manner. Ha, your boasts but make your utter defeat more certain. I need not even use my sorcery upon you. The strength in these hated storms alone will... What? They pass through you as if you were... Yes, you are but the wrath form of one I most despise. But that means the true Doctor Strange is the one I thought a mere astral image. Then I must cast new runes, new spells before... No! I told you before that they were too late, my friend. And now as I hurl one final bolt of bedevilment, the battle is ended. Overconfidence was your greatest foe, imposter, far greater than I alone. Else you would have remembered that my physical self could have never have flown, without the awesome cloak which drapes your shoulders. Still, the eternal Vishanti be praised, that you allowed your hate to overwhelm your reason. For your words have told me that beneath this mask I'll find the face and features of Baron Mordo, he who is the time-sworn enemy of Doctor Strange. Please, forgive the unworthy one. I did not know. Nor could you, Wong. Master, behind you! Mordo planned carefully, even lured me here, so that I might be his first victim then. Mordo vanishes in a great crimson cloud. I was overconfident as he. I should have never turned away, even for a moment. Now he goes to lick his wounds, in some netherworld, twixt space and time. But we'll meet again one day, and when we do, you will best him, as you have ever done. Master, do your words mean... Yes, faithful one. I once more picked up the mantle of Doctor Strange. I can never put it down again. But the time is a night, not many weeks ago. A man walks alone the shadowed streets of New York's Greenwich Village, and he remembers when he was just but a man. In the end. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you all for 700 subscribers. And I'll see you guys later.